Hey everyone, welcome to the Bruce Williams channel. Wrist check. I am wearing the Blue Coral Sumo today. This is the SBDC 069, and I haven't worn this watch in a while, and I gotta say, it's like seeing an old friend again, putting it on wrist. This thing is a beautiful watch, and I'm enjoying it. But today I want to talk about a topic that I think we've all experienced as watch fans in this hobby that we share, horology. And that is, should I buy the more affordable watch right now? Get that instant gratification, get the value for money, or, should I be patient? Should I stretch myself? Should I wait and save and get that more expensive watch, that luxury piece down the road that maybe I'll enjoy a whole lot more, but maybe not. Maybe I'll like the more affordable watch. It's a this or that type of scenario. I know I've been in this situation many times. I think maybe a lot of you guys watching this video can relate to this. And I think it's a question that we've all got to answer for ourselves. I know guys that only buy affordable watches. They like to live around $500 or below, and they buy multiples of Seiko, of G-Shock, micro brands, Hamilton, Tissot, Oris. And before you know it, they have a very cool watch box. I've seen the pictures where there are dozens of bang for buck watches that if I added up the monetary value that they spent on these pieces, they could have bought a few Rolexes, Omega watches, Breitlings. They could get a few luxury timepieces, Grand Seikos, for roughly the same amount of money that they spent on far more affordable watches, but a lot more of them in quantity. So I know these guys, and it kind of intrigues me because my mind doesn't work like that. I would get stressed having dozens of watches that sit in the watch box and don't get a whole lot of wrist time. Even my Blue Coral Sumo, I kind of feel guilty and bad that I haven't worn this watch in, it's probably been a month now. It's probably been a month. So I don't identify with that, but I think it's kind of fascinating that I know guys that are supremely satisfied in doing that, and they're actually having more fun on the affordable side of things than if they were to buy multiple Zeniths and, Glashütte Originals and luxury pieces. So there's that collector. And then there's guys more like myself where I think maybe less is more, where you have fewer in number, but they're really powerful and you just love each one. And you don't feel guilty about watches sitting in the watch box for very long because, hey, they're all worn in rotation in 1 week, sometimes more than once a week. And I really like a small, minimal, powerful collection. And it kind of goes back to that topic of should I buy the more affordable watch now, or should I wait and save up? So that's what we're talking about today. And I've got a viewer question. I'm just going to read part of it here. This comes from Amir, who is a new watch enthusiast. He bought his first mechanical watch, which is a Hamilton Khaki Pilot Day-Date. So that's a great pickup with the H40 movement. And he's really kind of in this predicament right now. And he says, I've noticed people talking so highly about Swiss luxury timepieces, and I was eyeing to buy a Seiko Samurai for myself after a couple months, but now I don't know whether I should buy the Samurai or save up for a good entry-level Swiss watch, say an Oris Aquis. The problem is, it will take me more than a year to save up for that watch, and I don't know what to do. Should I buy the Seiko, the more affordable watch now, or should I go all out saving for the luxury watch? Please help me out, brother, Amir. So, great question. And Amir, you are not alone. I've been where you're at. I know a lot of the people watching this video have been where you're at. And I think everyone takes a different path in this journey, in this hobby that we share. Some of us really like living in the affordable. We like the instant gratification of buying a really awesome affordable watch now, getting it on wrist and enjoying it. But if you continually do that, you'll end up being one of those guys that has a huge watch collection of affordable watches, and maybe you never touch the luxury side of things. And for some guys, they love that. That's the right answer for them. And I think that's great. Everybody has a different path And I'm not going to judge someone else for taking a different path or having a different view or taste than I do. Now, there's other guys that say, don't even bother with another watch, eye on the prize, save your money, wear a G-Shock every day for 2 years if you need to, before you get the watch you really want. It will be worth it. Trust me, don't make the mistake. And you know, some guys do that. I know someone who spent a year not wearing a watch, researching pieces, and then when he pulled the trigger, man, he was done. He's got his one watch and he's totally happy. So you've got to figure out for yourself, Amir, and anyone kind of in the same situation or scenario, what do you think you would enjoy more? What's the responsible thing for you? What's your lifestyle like? Never overstretch yourself for a watch financially. It's just not worth it. They're luxury items. They're not necessary. They're men's jewelry. They're big boy toys. It's just not worth it to go into debt to finance a watch or to put financial strain on yourself. So I would say if you can responsibly save up for a watch, and maybe it does take you a year, and you get that Oris Aquis, and it's not a stretch for you, and you can wear that watch and enjoy it in your collection every day, I say go for it. That's awesome. If it's, you know, not a wise idea financially, I just wouldn't even worry about it. Buy the Samurai and enjoy an awesome Japanese-made in-house watch, in-house from the Hardlex crystal to the Luma Bright formula, to the oils in the movement, and you know, enjoy it all. I think there is enjoyment to be had across the spectrum, and I look at my own collection, and it's kind of a, I'm not super happy with it right now because it's mostly affordable stuff like my Blue Coral Sumo and my G-Shocks, and then there's a big jump and it's mostly luxury with my Rolexes and my Omega. And I think for me, I would like a good mix from a $100 G-Shock to a $20,000 Vacheron Constantin. I mean, I would like to have it all. So I'm in a journey, and realize that you never really arrive at your destination. At least most of us were always taking the next step and evolving. I remember days where I would think, hey, if I just buy this one watch, this Grand Seiko, that's it. I've got my grail, I've got my exit watch, I'm gonna be totally happy. And I get it and I'm over the moon. I'm doing the happy dance for months, maybe 2 months. And then my eyes wandering and I'm looking at this watch and I'm looking at that watch and I'm going on Watch Recon and I'm going on YouTube and I'm really researching the next piece. And I don't think it really ever ends. So at least that's, you know, that's my experience. So I'm always evolving. And I think Amir, you'll have a similar path where right now it's, hey, I'm really only looking at the Samurai. I'm looking at the Aquis, and 2 years from now, you could be in a totally different situation. So ultimately, I don't have something super helpful for you other than buy what you think you would enjoy more, whether it's an awesome Seiko Samurai or an Oris Aquis. You know, they're both great watches. I will say, because I know a lot of you guys like finite answers, I will say the Oris is the nicer watch. It has nicer finishing. It's an independent brand. It has a sapphire crystal. It has a nicer movement. It has a more solid bracelet, better bezel action, has awesome OEM strap options, size options. I mean, really, it's the nicer watch, but it dang better be because it is a whole lot more expensive than the Seiko Samurai. The Seiko, on the other hand, like I mentioned before, awesome in-house watch, great versatility. The lume beats the snot out of any Oris watch out there. It really is the best in the business. And you know, I get so much enjoyment from wearing a great Seiko piece on wrist. So I think, you know, the Oris is nicer, but you can get equal amounts of enjoyment from either one. You just got to figure out what you would enjoy more, what's more appropriate for your life, and enjoy the journey wherever it takes you. Hopefully that's a little bit helpful, Amir. I can't answer it for you. Should you save up and buy luxury, or should you go with a more affordable watch? Everybody has a different path. Everybody has different preferences. And please feel free to share those in the comments section. Tell Amir your experiences. Maybe have some suggestions for him in his new watch journey. So that's what I have for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video.